We must welcome you to this channel, Divine Voice Out of Africa, Mary's Vocations. Exclusively today, I'm with Reverend Brother Chakulanda from Southern Africa Province. Greetings and welcome, brother.
Thank you very much, Brother Inyas. As you said, my name is Brother Pascual Chakulanda. I'm from Angola, one of the countries of Southern Africa Province here in Mick. And then looking at the message which you sent to me, I said, who am I to say no? So here I have come. I will try to answer the questions that will be asking me in the course of our interview. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Normally, I can say that it is a privilege for me to have you around to discuss several issues concerned with Mary's life and your life as far as it concerns. So I will start by asking you in details, who is Brother Chakulanda Pascual?
Okay. Brother Chakulanda Pascual, or Pascual Chakulanda, I think that's how the name is on the document, is a brother, as you people know me, a brother who has very few words. Normally, I rarely express myself, but I like when I'm provoked. At least I try to give my maximum, and then I try to say what I'm supposed to say. To begin, as I say, I'm from Angola. Angola, especially the southern part of the country. And then I'm a married brother from Southern African Province. And currently I'm here in Mick. This is my third year, second semester, trying to go through the third part of our formation as a married brother.
That's great to hear that. So everything has the origin and the end. For you, what was the root of your vocation as a married brother today?
Yes. To talk about my vocation, it takes me back, and it makes me to remember my two friends I had during my adolescence. First, at one stage in life, I stayed in my uncle's house, and there I had the privilege to know a friend. That friend, he was in a youth group at my parish. And then, so one day he came to me and invited me to make part of the formation. That was on Sunday, if I remember very well. And so I went with him to attend the formation at the parish. It was once and for all, because after that, a very same afternoon, I remained in the group. And so in the process of attending formation in that youth group, I ended up knowing another friend. That's why I said my vocation originated from two friends of mine. And then that second friend I found in the youth group, he had an auntie. And the aunt was in constant contact with the married brother. So one day, the aunt of my friend called me, shared to me about married brothers, who married brothers are, and the like. And the days after, he called one of the married brothers who is in charge of vocation promotion in the country. And so I talked to the brother. From there, my vocation started. And then after the brother came to me, he shared with me more about married brother. I went to the vice parents' house, where frequently I did my secondary schools. And then from there, I continued with the marriage formation.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Story to hear.
Yes.
Are there your friends also married brothers, or they have other committed life?
Unfortunately, sincerely speaking, the first friend passed on. May soul rest in peace. And then the second one is not a married brother. Of course, he committed into another life. Yes.
That's interesting. From the Angola, you attended formation house in Malawi.
Yes.
Then you moved to Mozambique,
Yes.
Maputo.
Yes.
Currently now you are in Kenya. How was your missionary experience?
Yes. I would like to say that, just like Jesus and his first companion, to me, missionary life nowadays is for me an opportunity to take part in the work or the mission that Jesus and the disciples started. You know, missionary life for me has been a way of leaving my comfort zone and go out there to serve others, especially those in need. You know, as Mar's brother, I know that our duty is to serve those who are most in need. And for me, it has been an opportunity to take part in that mission.
That's great. When I came here in Mimik, you came and found me here. In here, I found one of my formator who is called Brother Kabalis Atelier. When I hear my first interaction with you, I thought he's the one who maybe is visiting us. He is also a good singer. And so far also, I have discovered you are a good singer because you are in school choir, you are in community choir. So how do prayer and liturgical celebrations actually inspire our common life here in Mars International Center?
You know, biologically, we say that food is one of the basic essence element in the human organism. And when we are in the Mass, during our liturgy celebration, we say that the consecrated moment is the peak. That's the highest moment in the church. Personally, and I believe any other religious or any other person that say that prayer and the liturgical celebration are the basic elements as far as religious life is concerned. I take prayer, liturgical celebration as the essential element so that my life as a religious may go on. I enjoy myself. I enjoy staying there with others. We express our unity. You know, I'm there with others. We are all from different parts, from different countries, from different cultures. But at that moment, we are all expressing one thing. That's our union as members, as people. Together, we direct we express ourselves before God, who calls us and directs us each and every day. So for me, prayers and liturgical celebration are the basic elements in the life of each and every religious.
That's great to hear this insight from you. My point this will lead me to ask you this question. What shaped your life view in marriage life as far as is concerned?
Well, you know, since I joined Mercy, brother, or I live Mercy life, one of the aspects that I never had so much in mind, but now I come to understand, and it always inspires me, is that no, I don't live on my own. I live for others. I live to serve others. I live to serve God through others. Those are the main aspects that always inspires me since I joined Mercy, brother. That essence in me that makes me to leave my comfort zone and go out to serve the need is what inspires me always from the moment I joined Mercy brothers.
Thank you very much. Reminded me the first word I learned in English was the joy. And the teacher who was teaching me told me the joy means Jesus, others, and yourselves. And you have attached really this. It says that you live for others. It reminded me that Jesus, others, and then you come at the last point. That is so interesting. Now, after committing yourself to this life, you made the 3 evangelical counsels: poverty, obedience, and chastity. Now, what do you have to say about your religious life?
Well, my religious life is a way of coming together. You dedicate yourself to God. You do as God intended anyone who belongs to Him to do. For me, religious life is just a gift. As someone said, brotherhood is like a bread broken and shared for others. I'm here as a religious, and automatically I intend to become that bread which is broken and shared for others. As a religious, I intend, as I said and I repeat, to serve others. For me, that's the essence of being religious. Serve others, serve God, and you cannot serve God if you don't serve others. I'm here as a religious. I'm a religious because I serve others and I serve God.
That is so interesting and fantabulous to hear this. This I will say also this that we are moving from analog to digital. From there, our time, by considering our time today, how do you think we can do our best to meet the needs of the youth?
Yes. I would like to answer this question by saying that whenever I look at the current situation and whatever it brings with itself, I just call it the challenge. And personally, it challenges me so much. You know, before going out to do my apostolate, to go and serve the needs, maybe I would think of transport, I would think of the distance, but nowadays there's so many things involved. As I'm speaking now, we know there's the issue of COVID. If the social distance, you know, it automatically becomes a barrier towards our work, towards my work as a missionary, as an apostle. But again, one thing I decided to do is to take risks. Because if I don't take risks, therefore, I will let obstacles to take my place. As I said, as a religious, my mission is to save. My mission is to save others, to serve God through others. And then I shouldn't just be on my own just because of the challenges that our current world is bringing towards us. We still needed to go on, to go beyond what is before us nowadays. Therefore, in one way, I would like to say that for us to fulfill our mission in the midst of so many challenges, we need to take risks.
That is great. Mason Champagne, our founder, when he founded this congregation of ours, he gave us the charism which to make Jesus known and loved. Then it is where our aim is interesting, is about education to the young ones, especially the most neglected. How do you think that God is speaking to us through those children?
Well, Jesus himself says, bring all the young ones towards me, all the children towards him. Personally, I see love in the children. When I look at the children, I feel that God's love towards me. You know, we are all God's children. And even from our own background, from our own houses, we see our parents love us so much. And I would say that God loves us more. And that's what I see in the children like that. So it's my duty to correspond to that God's love I see in the children. How do I correspond to that God's love? By providing education to the children, caring for the children, preparing them that tomorrow they may become so fruitful, both for the church and for the entire society.
That's great. Can you share with us your joyful experience in this life? As far as you started the marriage life from the formation house up to now, at least there is a single experience you have experienced great joy.
Yes, in fact, there are so many experiences, so many joyful moments I lived in this life, and I've been living still. But I would like to mention one, which is, for me, it's very common and is frequent. I always feel joy whenever I am in such a situation. You know, our coming together. Yes, as for now, we are now three, so many of us here. I never thought of knowing you, and I'm sure you never thought of knowing me. We never called one another. But we are here. It's not because we are all the same or we are equal. We are different. I have my own personality. I have my own limitations. Yes, each one of us here. But you know, despite of all these issues, differences, we are still together, understanding one another, working together, carrying the word of God as one towards those whom we are interested to serve. These are my joy. That togetherness, despite of our diversity, it makes up my joy. So this is one of the important aspects that I would like to mention, to share with you as a joyful moment or joyful aspects that I always appreciate in religious life.
That's great. There's a question always I don't miss to ask it.
Okay.
Whenever I'm with somebody talking, ask this question. In this life of service and sacrifice, how do you want to be remembered?
Well, I said, in one of the questions you asked me, I say that I don't live for my own. Yeah, I believe there is something beyond my capability which leads me each and every day. And if I'm to be remembered, what I would like to do is to make others happy. If I work in such a way whereby I contribute to somebody's happiness, I contribute to someone's development as a human being, as a creature of God, that will be the best for me. So that's how I would like to be remembered. If anyone has to is to remember me, it should be through my good actions, or helping someone to become happy.
That's great. So there is young ones outside any parishes or their audience who would like to join marriage life particularly. You can tell them something.
Oh yes. A message to those who inspire to join this life. I would be a little bit more sincere towards you people, young ones like you, who inspire to live this life like me and the other brothers of mine. At the beginning, I hesitated. If a friend of mine whom I referred at the beginning, that is the one who pushed me to join the youth group, was to be here now, would have given the right witness. I reached at the parish just to meet others, the group. It was a fight, like, because they had to push me, no, let's go, I've already arrived. But I was hesitating. I was not courageous enough. But once I joined, I asked myself, but why did I hesitate? Because I feel that I have found something much more better than all what I'd lived during my past. That thing which much better is happiness of serving God, happiness of living with others from different countries, different cultures, but we live one, we all work towards one goal, which is to make Jesus Christ known and loved. Despite of who we are, where we are from, we live as a family. So that's my message towards you who wish to join our life. Thank you so much.
That is interesting. We have found something greater to live for. That is to follow Christ and sacrifice one's life for all. Any last remarks do you want to make?
I sincerely would like to thank you, Brother Inyans, and all of you present here for this invitation. I know maybe I didn't deserve it so much, but for the sake that you thought of me, you invited me, and I'm here trying to share with you my experience as far as marriage life and religious life is concerned. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
That's great, and we pray for your journey. God may continue to grant you the grace you need to carry out your apostolic mission and formation. I hope the next time when we invite you, you will not hesitate to come, you will come.
Sure.
That's great, and we wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
To our audience outside there, thank you very much for taking your time to watch us, and see you next time.